back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am super excited for today's pick a card. Today we are getting into what wish is coming true soon. So I just really felt called to do this reading. Typically I do romance readings on this channel, but Spirit is saying let's add a little sparkle, to the collective today, and let's see what wish, what thing they've really been hoping for is finally coming true soon. So that is what we're gonna do. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. We've got group 1 with the red stone, group 2 with the white stone, group 3 with the yellow stone, and group 4 with the blue stone. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just going to get right into it. What wish will be coming true for you soon? All right, if you chose group 1 with the red stone, this is your reading. We're going to be using the Santa Muerte Tarot for you today, and we are going to see what wish is coming true for you soon. Spirit, this is for group 1 with the red stone. Show me what wish is coming true soon for group 1. Oh, we got a few cards that came out. Nice. We have the beauty card. So some of you guys are having a physical glow up. Some of you have been wondering like, oh, am I ever going to lose this weight, or am I ever going to reach this goal? Am I ever going to get to this level in my skincare journey? Like, am I ever going to have clear skin? Some of you have been listening to subliminals as well. I'm hearing, and Spirit is saying the subliminals are working. Spirit is saying in the next 3 months, you're going to have rapid expansion, specifically related to the subliminals you've been listening to. So if you've been listening to subliminals or frequencies to fall asleep, they're going to be unfolding. The benefits of those subliminals are going to be unfolding in your life over the next 3 months. We have karmic debt, we have learning, we have healing, and we have harmony. So for you guys, I see a lot of things coming together. To be honest, I feel like for some of you, you've really been struggling with your day-to-day. Like, you've been super demotivated. You haven't been feeling like doing anything. Like, the older version of you almost doesn't exist anymore. You may have this older version of yourself in your head where it's like, man, I used to be so fun, or I used to be so adventurous, and I don't do any of that now. I don't even feel called to travel. I don't even feel called to be adventurous or do any of that now. That version of you is coming back out, and Spirit is wanting to give yourself much more grace. There's ebbs and flows to life. You're not always on 10. You're not always, everyone's entertainment, everyone's best friend. And I hear Spirit telling you to give yourself much more grace. Some of you have been really hard on yourself. So we have the beauty card. We also have the learning card. So a wish coming true soon is someone is finally graduating. You may have been worried that you wouldn't graduate, or you wouldn't graduate on time. I do see a miracle happening, and I do see a graduation or like a level up. This could even be a promotion. Yeah, I'm getting that promotion energy strongly now as well. If you've been sitting with the same company for 3 years, specifically, Spirit is saying 3 years. If you've been with the same company for 3 years or 3 months, you've been trying to, get at a promotion. I do see you getting a step up from your current position, which is super cool. Someone's also learning a new language, I see, with the learning card. So far we have a level up. We have a physical level up. Spirit just said environmental level up. So someone may be moving. Someone may be like creating their own garden. Someone may be expanding in a physical kind of way. But I see your beauty leveling up. We have the karmic debt card here. So there's some karmic debt that is getting paid off. And I just heard a huge chunk. So someone has been trying to clear some sort of karmic debt for a long time. Maybe you've been doing ancestor rituals, burning ancestor money. And it just seems like you haven't been able to catch a break. With the karmic debt card, I do see you clearing karmic debt. So Spirit is saying, don't you worry. That debt that you've been worrying about, it is getting cleared. I love that. Now we have the warning card. So I'm going to clarify this either with another deck or with tarot, but I do want to know what the warning is talking about. I almost feel like there's an inflow of money coming in, and Spirit is warning you to make sure this time you apply it correctly so you don't end up back in the same situation you were before. But we have the Harmony card here as well. So I do see you having a good work-life balance. If you haven't been able to find a good work-life balance and it seems like you've always been taking your work home with you or taking the stress and memories of the day, bad experiences with customers, you know, if you've been taking that home with you, if it's really been, you know, getting to you how people have been speaking to you, if you don't feel like you've been treated very well in the workplace, I do see you having harmony. So better customer experiences, better experiences in the workplace, more time to relax and actually relax, because it's like when you're exhausted and you're sleeping, that's not the same thing as like relaxing. Relaxing is like, I could use this day to go out, but I'm choosing to stay in and relax because that's what I want to do, not that's what I have to do because I'm literally running on E. So I see you having more time freedom. And then we have the healing card. So whatever it is that you're healing from, whether you're healing from a heartbreak, whether you're healing from some sort of ending, I do see healing. So there's a lot of wishes coming true for you, group one. There's healing, there's harmony, karmic debt being cleared, there's learning and graduation, and then there's a physical beauty level up. Like someone is like, I'm seeing like a change to someone's face structure. So like I said, I feel like you may be listening to subliminals or manifesting a glow up, because it's like you truly don't look the same as you did before. For some of you, like you look so different, and the reaction that you're getting from people is so different. It's crazy. Like, dang, 10 pounds can make a huge difference, you know, like in your face structure, your face shape, your body shape. And there's a lot of physical level up happening for you guys, group one. Spirit, can you clarify warning? What does group one need to know about this warning? What is this warning about? Spirit is showing me that someone is getting a warning intuitively and also a sign or a bad feeling. Spirit is saying, trust your bad feelings. When things feel bad, when you get a bad feeling about a night, Spirit is saying, don't go. When you get a bad feeling about a certain experience, Spirit is telling you, don't go. We have the Ace of Wands, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune is obviously an energy of not saving. Four of Pentacles is all about being patient, holding on to the pentacles that you have, saving, prioritizing, organizing. And with the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit is saying there is some sort of windfall or lucky break that's coming through. But Four of Pentacles in reverse, you're like bawling out. So I would say choose one thing right now that you're going to, 1 to 3 things that you will splurge on and commit to that. And choose it now before you get this money, so you're not making like spur of the moment decision, you know, once the coins are in your hand, so you're not making, you know, decisions without like anchored and clear mind. You know, it's best to think about what you're going to do before you're right at that point, so that you can make the most sober-minded decision. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So Six of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands is kind of like this live like we're dying type of energy. It's like Ace of Wands, I've manifested this. I've been waiting for this. I created this. Six of Pentacles in reverse, like the time is now, like this, like it's almost like you're living as if this moment will last forever. And also Ace of Wands, some of you may be getting into a pocket where it's like, I created this, I did this. So, and it happens all the time, especially when you first step into the spiritual journey. It's very easy to believe that you're the one who did everything and to forget all the times you had before where you had to wait and you had to allow spirit to come through and bless you. It's easy to think that everything kind of happened from your own mind or that you manifested it. But spirit doesn't want you to, have to get humbled by another period where you're having to clear all this karmic debt or all this real debt that you have because you balled out. So spirit is really wanting you not to spend when money comes in, not to spend it, to save, to pay off your debt. Spirit, what wishes are coming true soon for group 1? We have emotional withdrawal and passion ignited. Some of you guys have been really tired from social media and you've been wanting to take your power back, your energy back. You feel like you've been on 10, constantly in a state of being triggered because of what everyone else has going on, and you've really just wanted to disconnect. I see you not only being able to emotionally withdraw and disconnect, but I also see your passion ignited. So I see you living life outside of social media. That's a very specific download for someone because you have been wanting to live your life outside of social media. You've wanted to be happy. You've wanted to laugh. You've wanted to communicate without it having to be online. Without it having to be a reel that you're seeing from someone, without it having to be a TikTok or whatever. So there's definitely an energy coming in of you actually having your passion ignited by what you're experiencing in the 3D. I see happiness coming for you, group 1, from things in your real life, not happiness from watching a cute video online or, for seeing, something happen, even if it's like your favorite artist, your favorite entertainer, your favorite TikToker, YouTuber, whatever. It's like you have real, tangible happiness in your 3D. Spirit, for group 1, what wishes are coming true? Ooh, we got the heart chakra card. I don't feel like I'm hearing heart chakra awakening, but I don't feel like it's a heart chakra awakening in the sense that you would hear it from a spiritual perspective, because when readers or spiritual people talk about heart chakra awakenings, a lot of times it can be from triggering or deep insights and realization. But this feels like a heart chakra awakening coming from you genuinely being in love with life because you have things going on in life. Let me get some water. You genuinely have things going on in your life to be happy and excited about. So your heart is just bursting with love and giving and excitement because you're receiving so much that you now have it in you to give. Currently, as you're watching this video, you may be in a space where it's like, listen, I don't got a whole lot to give because I'm depleted, but in the future, you're having real things pop off in your life. People are taking care of you. People care about you in an action-oriented way where they're giving it, to you and sharing with you. Wow, we got the material harvest card. I love this. Material and spiritual prosperity at the bottom of the deck. Material harvest, that's like you finally being able to harvest and reap the rewards from the seeds that you've sown, for the things that you've done, for the seeds that you've planted. And material is tangible. So this could be a new apartment, a new car, a new purse, a new wardrobe, something, whatever you like. New art supplies, that new expensive wine that you always wanted to try. It depends on you and what you like. Another bucket list experience, skydiving, going on a trip. The material harvest is going to be wherever you apply it. So it depends on what you kind of like. But if I had to say, I would say cold hard cash is what I'm feeling, especially with that Wheel of Fortune that came up before, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit is like they are spending all their coin. I would say cold hard cash. That's what it feels like to me. So this could be a sudden windfall. This could be a business venture that you've been invested in finally popping off. A promotion. I'm also seeing someone who doesn't live in the United States. I want to say Thailand, which is so specific, but maybe it's just, okay, anyways. Wherever you are. I'm tapping into one specific person. You've really been trying to learn English, and something, maybe you've been struggling to get approved for like a visa or something like that. I do see that going through, and you learning enough English to where you can get a better job wherever you are. So in your home country, if learning English would be an advantage so you can get a better job, I do see you finally being proficient enough in English where you're getting hired and you're either getting approved for your visa process or that job, and that's bringing you a lot of money, a lot of change and opportunity. But that was a very specific message Spirit wanted one person to be aware of. We got the disruption card. So I do see something in your schedule changing, and I was getting more time freedom in the beginning of your reading. So I would not be surprised if a lot of you were switching jobs or departments. The disruption card is also a card of like something coming out of nowhere. So this could also be you going viral on social media, or you building a platform like really, really fast on social media. I'm talking like 50K in 1 month, like a huge, huge, huge growth. To where you're now able to monetize, able to get brand deals, like high levels of success. And look at this, you guys. We got the Two of Cups in reverse and the Five of Swords. You guys are having to beat people off with a stick. It's like before you were a sad girl, a sad boy, Two of Cups in reverse, and now it's like Five of Swords. Everybody all up on me, like everybody want to be in my face. Everybody wants to date me. Everybody wants to talk to me, probably because this physical level up that you guys are having. Because it's like visible. When you walk in a room, people are stunned. People are literally crossing rooms to talk to you. People are literally stopping in their tracks just to get a moment to admire your beauty. You know, it's like very strange to see people react to you so differently. Yeah, we got the Eight of Pentacles here. Eight of Pentacles is a card of hard work, but Eight of Pentacles is a card of being in your power and a card of wealth. So as long as you play your cards right, no pun intended, you're going to have considerably more money and be making and building more money like in the next year than you ever have. I'm seeing a period of rapid growth, very rapid growth. I just heard no regrets as well. So there may be something that you're really upset about or sad about in the present moment, but you're going to be grateful that you followed through with that before. We have the King of Cups in reverse, and we did have that Two of Cups in reverse. So there could be, like all of this could have been on the back of a breakup. Like when I first started my first YouTube channel, I was so depressed. I was in the worst space of my life, having dark thoughts, and it was just such a horrible time for me. And the only thing that I had in my life was that original Jazz's Angel Number Tarot channel where I could go, where I could be, just feel like myself again, be hype and just kind of like talk to people and talk about stuff. And it's like something so beautiful came out of like seriously the worst time in my life. Like it was so bad. And so for some of you, it's crazy because if I would have guessed, I would have never guessed that I would have like been on social media and started a platform and become like an official reader. I had always read like, but like for friends or family, like, and never online. And I never like told people that I read. It wasn't a thing like that. So I would have never guessed that that breakup would have made me who I am today, yet here we are. And even though that breakup was like the worst thing at the time, I am so freaking grateful that it happened, because for one, we just weren't a match. But for two, like, that was the first time I really, not the first time, but that was one of the times where I really had to stand 10 toes, and I developed so much grit. And I'm so grateful for that grit today, because when people are losing their shit, when stuff starts to go down, I'm cool, calm, and collected, because I done seen some shit. And I done been through some shit. So I'm okay. I'm good. You know, and you know, everything else. So some of you guys may be having a story like that with this King of Cups in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. As soon as the Five of Wands in reverse came out, I heard no regrets. So some of you right now may be in a space of regretting the decisions that you've made, not, you know, putting in that extra effort for that relationship, or not just being who they wanted, or not just being quiet and doing what they wanted. But with this High Priestess, you knew in your spirit that that is what's best for you. And you're seeing in retrospect why it was a good decision for you to do what you did. We have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You guys have so much passion and excitement and power and manifestation ability today. And it's like, who you are today just isn't the same as who you were years ago. And you really need to take some time to celebrate that. I always say that, like, make sure you're celebrating just who you are and the development that you've had. Because you don't have to grow and change. No one's going to force you. And plenty of people will profit off of you not growing and changing. Growing and changing is one of those things that quite literally only benefits you, because it doesn't even benefit like your friends and family. Friends and family are the first to get pissed off when you start growing and changing, because it's like, that version of you I benefited from in the past ain't showing up anymore, you know? So you truly have to do it for you, because it primarily benefits just you. And you have to want it, and you wanted it, and you're going and you're doing it, and there's so much coming in for you soon. Beauty, a physical level up, learning a language, or getting approved for something important, clearing karmic debt, finally having a good work-life balance and harmony, not being in that same space dealing with those same coworkers that drive you insane, and true healing. I love this reading. That is what I have for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the White Stone, this is your reading. What wish is coming true for you soon? That is what we're going to find out, Group 2. Did I say Group 2 or Group 1? Group 2 with the White Stone. All right, let's see, Spirit. This is for Group 2. Show me what wish is coming true for Group 2. Nice. Oh my God. We got romance and fame that came up right away. And we got the gossip card under that. We got gathering. Wow. You guys are gaining a lot of popularity. There's a lot of new faces and a lot of new people around you. If you have been looking for fame, you're finding it. And even if you haven't been looking for it, well, it's here. And then we have the romance card. So it kind of just seems like everything is popping off for you at once, Group 2. But we have romance, so there's a new lover coming in. We'll talk about that. We'll get more about that. And we also have the fame card. So if you have been trying to grow a platform, if you've been trying to gain a following, I do see you successfully doing that. I do see you getting some sort of fame, whether it's internet fame or like traditional stardom. If you've been working on being an entertainer or gaining some sort of notoriety for what it is that you do. This could even be for a book. And I'm also seeing art. So fame, this really applies to, you know, whatever you got going on and whatever you've been working towards, whatever your skills are, your talents are. But I do see you guys gaining a little bit of traction, a lot of it actually. I do see you gaining some fame, some notoriety. So this is exciting. Wow, you guys are getting like purely good, really positive energy. And it's so funny that I was saying before, like, I feel like everything is kind of popping off at once for you guys because we have the flat out blessings card that just came out. So Spirit is confirming your life is leveling up in multiple areas of your life. Like, multiple areas of your life are getting a huge facelift. So this is like your finances are getting a facelift, your notoriety, you know, people recognizing your art, people putting some respect on your name, people appreciating what it is that you bring to the table, and people recognizing you. These are all things that's happening. So we have just the flat out blessings card that came out. I'm going to clarify that too to get some more information about what else is happening and how else you're receiving, you know, blessings and wish fulfillment and wishes coming true. But there is a lot of positive energy so far. Also, make a wish. Literally pause this video and take time to make a wish, because we have the dream big card. So Spirit is confirming, like, listen, dream big. This is the time to shoot for the stars. This is the time to shoot for the stars. This is the time to really make a wish and ask for whatever it is that you want. And this is the time to ask for that, like, crazy, seemingly unachievable thing. And that's also like a hack to manifestation. That's something that I did a lot last year and the year prior that was bringing me a lot of really fast success, is I was overshooting my manifestation. So even when I would make subliminals for myself, I would overshoot it. So say I wanted like $10,000. I would ask Spirit to bless me with $100,000. Say I wanted 50,000 followers. I would ask Spirit to bless me with 500,000 followers. Like, if you overshoot it, that makes it so the end goal isn't having the exact manifestation, but the end goal is past that goalpost, so that you can make sure that you get that exact manifestation. So if you find that when you manifest, it seems like things are going really good at first, but then, you know, the manifestation just falls short, like, you know, it doesn't happen, you don't get what it is that you're looking for, try overshooting it. That may really work and help you. But this is the time to reach for the stars. It could be something going on astrologically. I've also been seeing that happen a lot in people's charts, where there's a lot of natal transits for whatever reason at this time that are popping off, that are bringing people a lot of success. I like the app Time Passages to look at my transits, but a lot of people use like the Pattern app, or you can look online. You don't have to use an app. But I would see what's going on in your chart and see if there are any transits happening that are indicative of any sort of fame or success or blessings, because there is something happening right now, maybe in your chart. Or maybe it's just a lucky time for the collective where we're all getting blessings and abundance. But I see Spirit really moving in your life right now, group 2. Like, this is crazy. And then we have the Gathering card and the Gossip card. The Gossip card was sitting under the Fame card, and that's what confirmed it for me, because it's like, haters always come, you know, whenever you have a platform, or whenever you're an entertainer, or just someone who's famous or known, period, people are always going to have something to say. People are always going to disagree to some degree. People are always going to feel like there's something you could be doing better, or something that should be done different. People just always have something to say. Like, in every hack video or every video that someone posts giving people resources, there's always someone in the comments like, oh, this doesn't work for me because I'm a part of the sick dog community, so I can't use these dog treats. Like, it's just like, shut up. Nobody asked you that. We don't need to know your story about your dog. Like, well, why are you talking? You know, so just know, like, it's natural. It's a part of the game. It is what it is. Instead of, you know, fighting against people, I don't know, whatever, block and delete. But just know that gossip is going to come, because there's always going to be someone with something to say, or always going to be someone just playing devil's advocate for the fun of it, just want to say something to feel included, whatever. So just know the gossip is going to come, but a lot of people are talking about you. A lot of people are chattering about you, and a lot of it is really good. Like, I'm hearing that quote, your name is being spoken in places that you haven't stepped into yet. So just know there are executives and brands and people with power watching you right now, talking about giving you opportunities, talking about wanting to work with you, wanting to reach out to you, that kind of thing. So you got quite the stir going on. I'm very curious. You'll have to let me know in the comments, like, what you're planning to do or what you've been trying to do, just for my own curiosity. Like, I want to know who I'm reading for. But I do feel a mixed bag with this one, where there's like, a whole different set of skill sets and talents, person to person. So let me know. I'm curious. But then we have the Gathering card. So I'm getting a strong energy for entertainers. This is your year. You're gaining a huge following on social media. And with this Gathering card, this may be an energy of you doing your first show. This could be an energy of you gaining a crowd and just having people watching you. In a digital kind of way, whether it's you have a YouTube platform or a TikTok or a Instagram, whatever, like on your social media, you gathering a crowd. And also, I'm getting an energy of you being invited to different gatherings. So if you have like never been the kind of person that people would invite out, if you've always been the kind of person that, people just stop asking out or what have you, I am seeing you getting invited to a lot of gatherings, and also hosting, I'm hearing. Hosting your own gathering. So having people over and being the vibe creator. And I just love this, you guys. It feels so fun. It feels so exciting. It feels very new. Spirit for group 2. What wishes are coming true? Wow. A lot of these I'm going to clarify with tarot. I'm going to clarify romance and blessings with the tarot. But I want to see what else comes up first for the wishes coming true. We got the Choose Wisely card, and I felt that a little bit too, especially when there's multiple areas of your life leveling up at the same time. Your love life is popping off. Your career is popping off. Your pursuit is popping off, like whatever you've been pursuing and working towards. So Spirit is saying choose wisely. Choose your friends wisely. I just got a vision of this Aaliyah clip that I saw a long time ago. And she was talking about how she was overseas, and she's like, we got in trouble a little bit. She's like, you got to know when to leave the party, And Aaliyah was out here, 15 years old, 16 years old, in the mix, okay? Hanging out with rappers and entertainers and all sorts of people and, affiliated folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, hanging out with all sorts of people. And they all called her baby girl because she was, probably the youngest one a lot of the time, and so young and full of life and talented. So luckily for her, people kind of felt protective over her, but some people did kind of take advantage of that situation. So Spirit is trying to bring you present into that moment. Like, understand that you have a lot of gifts and talents, and everyone's going to want to be a part of that. People want to know you just so they can be a part of your story. It reminds me of this clip of this, I don't know, someone, I think it was Jackson. I think he's from Got5 or something like that. I don't know, this K-pop star. And it was like him in a restaurant, and like a fan account posted it. And there was a bunch of people in the comments talking about he can't even, you walk by himself, look at his, look at the people, because there were some like girls that were around him and they were like right on his heels, and they're like, he can't even walk anywhere. They don't even let him breathe. They don't let him go anywhere by himself. They don't let him talk to people. They're all over him. I don't know why I'm getting these visions of these like famous people in these clips coming up, but I just saw that, and Spirit is saying like, that's you, group 2. You're going to be walking places. People just want to be around you. And there are people who are going to try to leech off of you. People who just want to be able to say that they know you, that they're friends with you. I'm hearing Jason Lee. Spirit, don't start name dropping. But, think about how, certain people, certain bloggers, certain people with platforms, they attach themselves to celebrities, and then they start to kind of, take advantage of those relationships, always trying to control that person or be up under that person or be affiliated with that person. So choose wisely. Choose your friends wisely. You got to know when to go home as well. Spirit is really wanting you to not get lost in the sauce of fame and the excitement of it all. We have conflict and defeat. So Spirit is like, listen, this can end up a situation where you are a one-hit wonder, or you are someone who only gets known for a short period of time, or it's like you finally get all this fame after these years of hard work and it all just gets torn down. I'm also feeling like, you guys, it's better for you to spend time off of social media. Like, it's better for you to use social media just as a platform, especially once you receive fame, because it always just turns dark. It's like everyone loves, you know, the Cardi B, the person who's super entertaining, always online, popping their shit, doing their thing, being funny, until they don't, though. Until it's like, nah, we're past Bodak Yellow. You're actually popping now. I want to tear you down. I don't like you anymore. You know? So it's like everybody loves the personality until the personality starts to get to a certain level of a height and fame, and then people oddly feel like you owe them something. So Spirit is saying, like, there are pitfalls here. You've worked so hard to get to this place, but there are pitfalls. We have the throat chakra, intuition, and conflict and defeat. We already talked about conflict and defeat. But intuition and the throat chakra, Spirit is saying speak up for yourself, advocate for yourself. When you see something, do something. If someone's trying to get you hooked into a deal that would not serve you, say something about it. Don't be afraid to say, okay, let me take this paperwork and run it by my lawyer. Do not make any promises. Do not tell any, like, don't try to be friends with everyone. I just get this energy where it's like you can be friendly, but it's like everyone loves the friendly person until it's like, oh, until they don't. Then next thing you know, you're Meg Thee Stallion and they're calling you fake, and it's like this and that, you know? Spirit wants you to avoid like the pitfalls of fame and quick notoriety. Also the pitfalls of making a lot of money. Money is energy, essentially. It's not good or bad. It can be programmed for good or bad. So Spirit is saying when you get a huge windfall, that's a lot of energy in your aura. So what it does is it just, like, what word am I looking for? It just essentially expands more of who you are. So imagine who you are now, but then who you are $100,000 richer is going to be a more expanded version of who you are. So it's like once you get all that money, you may, you know, struggle with spending now. You may be someone who likes to, like, you know, purchase luxury things or likes to have a good time, likes to experience luxury. But once you're $100,000 richer, it's like, oh, I got it now. I got the money to do it. So I'm about to ball out. And Spirit is like, it's okay when you were at that lower level, because it's like, okay, I know I have to have enough money to pay my rent, so I'm not going to ball out. But when you have over enough money to pay your rent and all of your expenses and you just got this capital, it's going to expand who you are even more. So all your problems kind of, you know, how they say more money, more problems, all your problems get bigger because it just sends the shockwave of energy through you. So just be aware of that. I'm going to clarify romance and I'm going to clarify blessings to see what other blessings are coming through. But we got a lot so far. We got romance, we got fame, we got blessings, we got a flat out wish fulfillment with dream big. Spirit is saying, like, listen, this is the time to make that crazy wish. And then we have gathering. So I see you guys getting a lot of attention. I see you guys making a lot of new friends. I see a lot of people around you. Spirit, can you clarify romance? Show me more about romance, please. Well, this is something you've been waiting for. We do have the Death card in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. I don't feel like that's of a concern for you, but one of the things that is happening in romance is back then didn't want me, now I'm hot all on me. King of Wands in reverse, someone from the past that wasn't very excited or, you know, didn't really care about what you had going on, wasn't trying to give you a chance or be with you before. Death card in reverse, what goes around comes around, okay? They're coming back around. We have 10 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse. I get this energy of you guys moving really fast. Romance is popping off for you, but I feel like this is with an executive, someone with money, someone who's also busy, because we also have the 7 of Wands in reverse and the Strength card in reverse. So Spirit is saying you don't have to make an effort to feed into this connection, to do for this person. This is a connection that's very easy. 10 of Wands in reverse, there's no struggle. But also 3 of Wands in reverse, for whatever reason, Spirit doesn't want you to focus on the romance, probably because Spirit doesn't want you to forfeit, you know, the fame and notoriety and the name that you're making for yourself right now to be with someone. So we have the Strength card in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse. This connection is going to be easy. And And it's just like what's understood doesn't have to be explained with this person. I'm not getting very many clear details. Spirit is saying, yeah, judgment in reverse. This isn't for you to worry about. Four of Cups. Spirit is like, I'm going to give you what I'm going to give you and you're going to be happy with it. Okay. Spirit, for whatever reason. Oh, there's another card that flipped over. Three of Swords in reverse. Nice. So there's some healing happening for you. But we have the Fool in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So when it comes to romance, Spirit is saying, listen, I'm giving you something that really has to be protected, and I'm giving you the information that you need to know, but I'm not giving you like the fantasy aspect so you can, you know, focus on that and try to look for it. You may be someone who self-sabotages in relationships. You may not even be able to control it. You may just start going in trying to do for someone and trying to be perfect for them. And Spirit doesn't want to give you any hints because Spirit doesn't want you to put in any effort. This connection is going to be very natural. It's like you're a lock and this person is the key and they're going to naturally unlock you. You don't have to open yourself up for someone. All you have to do is just be present in the moment and the key will come and you will be unlocked, you know? So Spirit's kind of keeping that romance on the hush hush. Spirit, can you tell me about blessings? We have the World card in reverse. So Spirit is saying this is only the beginning. Like this is a sneak peek into the true blessings and abundance that are going to unfold. Ooh, we got the Justice card in reverse. You guys, Justice in reverse, World in reverse, it feels unfair. These are blessings that you haven't even worked for. So to be honest, you may have decided like a month ago that you wanted to try singing. You've always had a gift, but you haven't put in hard work for it. You know, you may have decided like spur of the moment, you know what, I want to create a fashion Instagram account and I want to try to be an influencer. And it's like, damn, I feel like that's also a part of why some of this is on the hush hush, because people don't know, like you haven't been classically trained to sing or to entertain or to paint. You may be completely self-taught. And also this is like, you haven't, you know, some of you haven't put blood, sweat, and tears into this. Some of you guys haven't been working towards this for years. So Spirit is like, I need you to not do too much talking, okay? I need you to not be on social media too much, because I don't need, you know, people finding a reason to be upset with you or to disagree with you or to, you know, try to get in your way. But also, these blessings that are coming true are like downright unfair. Like the blessings that you're receiving are downright unfair. Because it's like a lot of you haven't even worked for this fame. It's just you followed your intuition. You were in the right place at the right time and shit is popping off. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. So Spirit is really just saying, get ready, prepare to be out more, prepare to be out of your comfort zone, prepare to meet new people. But there's a lot popping off for you guys. I see wish fulfillment and romance. I see some fame. I see some other blessings coming through. I see money coming through. I see a wish being fulfilled. Like I said, take some time, you know, this week to light a white candle and to make a wish over it, to burn some incense, you know, in your house so these blessings can come through, cleanse your energy. I see a lot happening for you guys. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. And that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Yellowstone, this is your reading. What wishes are coming true soon? We shall see. Spirit, this is for group 3 with the Yellowstone. What wishes are coming true? Oh my God. We got one that flew. So we have windfall and then we have warning. So Spirit is saying, before you get too excited, warning, do not ball out. Or we'll see what this warning is talking about. But we got windfall. So a huge financial windfall is coming in. Someone really needed that. And I'm hearing rain. So I feel like the money is going to be like raining down on you, coming in from multiple areas in your life, multiple people, multiple sources. But it's like a heavy rain after a drought. Very much so needed. Spirit for group 3. Let's see. Oh, wow. We got the marriage card, you guys. So if you've been setting your intention to meet like your forever partner, if you are in a space where you're not really wanting to date so much anymore, if you're like looking for the one, I do see marriage is one of the wish fulfillments that are coming through. Wow, we have luck and fame. This is kind of like group 2. Group 2 was crazy. They had a bunch of like just crazy success and things coming through. And that's how I feel for you guys. Like we have windfall, we have the luck card. So you guys are in the right place at the right time for optimal abundance. That is one of my personal affirmations and my personal subliminal that I made for myself. I am always in the right place at the right time for optimal abundance. And that has been such a banger for me as a subliminal, as an affirmation. It's worked out really well. So that may be something you want to affirm. I'm always in the right place at the right time for optimal abundance. But yeah, with the luck card, it's just like you're in the right place at the right time. There's a windfall coming through. And a lot of this is random. That's the thing about luck. It's like with luck, it's not something that you've worked for or worked towards. So with you guys receiving luck, that's just like random success that you're seeing. So it's not like, oh, I've been working for years for, it could even be this fame. We have the fame card. So you guys could be getting famous literally out of nowhere. There was this video that showed up on my Instagram not too long ago, and it was this kid was selling, he's not a kid, he's like 18, but he was a younger guy, and he was selling his dad, or plugging his dad's t-shirts. He's like, my dad made these t-shirts in the 80s and the 90s with his art that he's made in the 80s and the 90s, and he printed it on t-shirts so that his dad can sell his art and so his art can live on. And that account has like thousands of people following it now. But I bet you that 60-year-old man did not guess or know that he would be famous for his art at any point in his life. He has like a art room or art studio, like an office in his house, a place where he's continued to do his art, but he hadn't been marketing it on social media. His son came up and randomly, he wanted to show the world like what his dad is working on. He thought it was cool and what he was doing. So it's like his dad didn't even put in the work to put it on social media or expose it to anyone. And now they have literally thousands of followers and thousands of people who buy their t-shirts and their notebooks. They sell all sorts of stuff. And it's just like, dude, that 60-year-old man he wasn't even trying. And yet here he is famous, like just doing side quests at this point, because what the heck? And that's the energy that I'm getting with you guys, where it's like some of these things, a lot of these things have not been worked for, have not been planned. This is random success and luck and fame that's happening like literally spontaneously out of nowhere. It's like, what? And then we have self-reflection and impatience. So I'm going to clarify warning self-reflection and impatience with the tarot a little bit later. I want to get more of what's coming in for you guys, but we got some heavy hitters for you already out the gate. We got windfall, so there is a significant change in your financial situation. We have marriage, we have fame, and then we have luck. And luck can apply to anything. That's just like Uranian energy. You know what? That's so interesting. I just made that connection. I'm going to look into that and see what Uranus has been doing in lucky times in my life and see if that random change was really just Uranus. Because I'm like, you know what? That sounds like Uranus. Anyways. But then we have warning, patience, and self-reflection. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to decide who you want to be and what you want to do. You may have been called to look at group 2 as well. If you have, I would check out group 2. There's a heavy energy here with you guys where spirit is wanting you to decide what you want for yourself, what kind of, you know, entertainer you're going to be, how much you're going to participate in, like, you know, the normal things like social media and things like that. Like, are you going to be, do you want to have a presence, or do you want to kind of like, you know, be able to leave your work at work and be more off the grid? You know, spirit's urging you to think about that sooner rather than later. Spirit, what wishes are coming true soon for group 3? Anything else from this deck here? These cards are literally like the size of my hand. They're so big. Spirit for group 3. We have partnerships and alliances, you guys. So this is giving me brand deal energy, partnerships and alliances. And then I just randomly saw Morphe. You remember back in the day how all the YouTube girlies, all the makeup girlies were partnering with Morphe's, getting their own collection. It's giving that idea. It's giving that energy. Jaclyn Hill, Bretman Rock. I think even Jeffree Star got one, James Charles. Like, it's giving that era and energy where it's like collaborations. And then of course, you know, with your marriage, okay, meeting your person, let's go, having your partnership come through in that way. We have the Authority card that came out, and I saw 444 on the clock. It was like very early in your reading, so I didn't say anything, but we have the Authority card here, which is card number 4. So you guys are stepping into power. And I'm also getting steps. Partnership and alliances is card number 3. Authority is card number 4. So you may be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, or different combinations of 1, 2, 3, 4, like as angel numbers. Typically when you see 1, 2, 3, 4, like in that sequence specifically, it's talking about steps. But even if you see them and they're transposed like 1, 2, 4, 3, you still have all the elements of the steps there and all of the master number energy. But you guys are really stepping into your power. You guys are gaining authority. People are listening to you. You have a say. You are an expert in some way, or someone that people look up to. Like, people listen to you. I forget what this girl's last name is, but it's like that girl Michaela on TikTok. Like, she's one of the influencers that a lot of people feel like actually deserve to be an influencer. A lot of people like her. And it's like, okay, if Michaela says it, I trust it because she's, you know, seen as like a genuine person. That kind of energy. We have movement, choices, and decisions. Wow, that is so interesting because if you look at the movement, choices, and decisions, you know, you have these little portals here. You may be seeing 1111, a gateway, or any gateway angel numbers. But it's funny how this one has like the gold coins, the money, and then this one has the 2 rings, the marriage bands. This one has a plant. This one has clouds. So Spirit is saying movement, choices, and decisions. There's a lot happening at once. Oh my God, this is freaky as freak. We have card number 2 that came out. All we need is the 1. But we have movement, choices, and decisions. So Spirit is saying like there's a lot on your plate. There's your relationship that's budding, a marriage that you're moving into. There's a lot of financial abundance that's coming in. With the 3rd portal, we have the plant, you know, representing growth and transformation. You may be moving house. You likely will be moving house, especially if you're getting married, unless you're already a homeowner. And even then you may choose to like build from scratch and build your own new house, you know, for you and your partner and your growing family. And then we have, you know, the last portal with the clouds representing like air energy, representing your connection to that higher power, mercurial energy, crown chakra energy, where some of you want to live off the fame, but you don't want to live in the fame. Like, you want to experience the benefits and the money of having more resources and more opportunities and more leverage. But Spirit is saying, like, decide now what you want to do or who you want to be. And I was getting that energy super strongly, I believe, with, is that group 1? I can't remember at this point. But with the self-reflection card that came up with you guys before, Spirit is saying, are you going to be more of a Cardi B? You know, are you going to be someone who's like on social media all day, every day, giving your opinions? Like, are you going to be more of a personality? Or is social media just going to be like your, you know, your storefront? The place where you know, kind of post like, okay, your sponsored, you know, deals and little snapshots into your life, but just only what people want, you know, or only what you want people to see. Like, Spirit is wanting you to consciously know that sooner rather than later. And then we have new beginnings and intuition. So you guys, Spirit is really calling you to connect to your intuition at this time. Spirit is letting you know there's a lot of new beginnings coming up. And that's kind of like the energy I get with portal number 3 and 4, because it's like, okay, the money is clear as day. I know what the wedding bands mean, but this is like, the other ones are more up into interpretation, really talking about like new beginnings. So it's kind of like, okay, you'll see that'll vary from person to person. Not everyone's going to move to be with their person. Some people are going to say, stay in their current state, you know, not everyone's going to move home or, you know, so just be prepared for the new beginnings, but definitely tapped into your intuition. I'm going to clarify self-reflection, warning, and patience, and then we'll keep building and see what wishes are coming through. Spirit, for group 3, can you clarify self-reflection, warning, and patience? What do they need to be aware of? What does group 3 need to be aware of? What do they need to be patient for? We have the 6 of Swords in reverse. So Spirit is saying moving too quickly, cutting people off, and moving shady or moving badly. Because it's easy once you get all this fame and whatever to like cut off people that you were already on the fence about, fake people or people that aren't really for you, that you know, stayed connecting with, because it's just like, okay, I need someone. Spirit is wanting you to be very diplomatic about how you handle things. And I feel like that warning and self-reflection is Spirit saying you need to pause and think before you make moves, before you agree to certain things as well, especially with that fame energy. Don't be out here just agreeing that, yes, I'm going to come to this meeting and I'm going to sign and I'm super excited. I would love to work with you. Don't be afraid to say, okay, thank you so much. I'm going to have my lawyer overlook these. I'm not going to sign right now. I'm not going to sign today. I'm going to have my lawyer overlook these. And especially when you're looking in the face of these executives and people with real power, you know, you don't want to piss people off, but Spirit is saying it's important that you be very diplomatic and you think before you speak, because you may be someone who's just genuinely really nice and someone who's like more go with the flow, and you know, you don't assume the worst out of people. You don't think too much into things. You don't want to move like you're paranoid or, you know, overly worried. But Spirit is saying like this is the time to move like with diplomacy, because you don't want to set people off, even if it's just old friends. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So Spirit is saying specifically when it comes to closing or ending relationships or shutting people out of your life, I would not do the block and delete. I would not cut people off too harshly. We have the 8 of Swords. So Spirit is saying you don't know what you will bring out of people when they feel like they don't have access to you anymore, or when they feel slighted by you, or when they feel like wronged by you in some way, or like you're cutting them out. You got to let them down gently and slowly. And yeah, it's not, you know, your responsibility to care for everyone's, you know, feelings. You can't process their feelings for you. Some people are just going to be hurt, period. But you can control the way that you do things. And you can still do things to the best of your ability, but don't move too fast. It's like there's a minefield around you and you don't want to set anyone off. Anything else about this, Spirit? Also, not spending money too quickly. Yeah, we have the devil in reverse and the 3 of cups that came out in reverse. So spirit is saying when it comes to like meeting new friends, I'm getting Meg the Stallion energy. You know how everybody loved her at first, but then now everyone thinks she's fake. And okay, listen, I ain't even gonna hold you. There's some trueness to that. But that's the problem when you just want to be friends with everyone. And it's like you realize later that everybody's not a match. I don't feel like that's necessarily her fault, because it is what it is. You're so excited, you know, to be in these new spaces, and you're like, hey, listen, everybody can chill. Let's have fun. Let's turn up. Especially if that's your brand. But once you take time and you actually spend time around people and you get to know them, it's like, ooh, this person actually isn't my cup of tea. I don't want to hang out anymore. But if you give that impression, you know, being too excited in the beginning that everybody's your friend, you kind of make people feel like, okay, this is who you are. You want to be friends with them. So yeah, they're going to feel away if next thing you know, you're acting like you don't want to be bothered with their presence. So just be very diplomatic when it comes to endings, when it comes to new beginnings. Not too much partying, not too much going out, not too much spending money. Oh, Spirit just said for the first year. So listen. Spend your time focusing on your relationship. Build your relationship, because that would be really good for you, because your marriage, your partner will support you and all the fame and notoriety and the luck that's happening and the windfall. So that's a good, you know, escape for you to channel your energy. That'll also help you not being on social media so much, because you'll be in real life, like living life with your boo. So I feel like if anything, that's a better place to channel your energy. And I wouldn't post the person you're with either, because it's like nobody, you know, people may not give this person the time of day, but as soon as they're wiped up, now everybody wants them. As soon as they're in a relationship, now everybody's trying to give you attention. Now everybody wants, you know, a piece of your person. It's like nobody was checking for Pete Davidson until Ari. I'm so sorry. And after that, no, not a soul on planet Earth was checking for that man until Kim Kardashian. And it disturbs me how everyone is so gassed. Yo, I'm not getting into it, but irritates my spirit. Like, and I understand some people are attracted to like odd or unique or different looking people. But the way that people are just literally losing their and throwing their panties at this man is like, I'm not doing this with y'all. Not Jack either. Jack is not cute. Y'all stop that. I'm not gonna rant, but I'm like, y'all need to stop acting like these folks are fine, because y'all don't know what fine is if y'all think that is fine. I'm sorry. We have the Death card at the bottom of the deck and the 8 of Wands. So a lot of new beginnings happening for you guys. Honestly, I feel a full transformation. Some of the new beginnings are going to unfold for you personally. And of course, you'll see what that is, because it is going to vary slightly from person to person, depending on what your talents are, what your desires are, where you choose to invest your money, where you choose to invest your time and energy. Not everyone has the same ideals and the same values, so someone may choose to take this windfall and, you know, live van life and travel coast to coast with their boo and perform locally, you know, and kind of be a local sensation or a traveling sensation, whereas some people may desire to live in a mansion ducked off in the middle of nowhere, whereas some people want like a high-rise city apartment. Like, it's going to vary from person to person depending on your desires. But what is consistent across the board is this 8 of Wands, really fast moving energy, where a lot of things are changing very quickly and your money is going up very, very, very quickly. So Spirit is wanting you to be diplomatic. Spirit is wanting you to be patient. Spirit is wanting you to stay inside for the first year. Spirit is wanting to make sure you're ending things properly, slowly, not blocking people and cutting them off right away, but just slowly but surely taking yourself back, not being available, and also not being too friendly to new people, not signing up for things too quickly or jumping on what anyone's trying to offer you too quickly. Having a lawyer and extra hands, extra people, whoever, read over these contracts and these like opportunities for you and give you, you know, their perspective. But I see money coming in. I see a windfall. I see partnerships, brand deals. I see fame. I see luck, and I see marriage. So many good, positive things happening. And the most prevalent is going to be based on this movement, choices, and decisions. Whatever you feel intuitively is best for you. That'll be what's at the forefront. But all of this is coming in. I'm excited for you guys, group 3. That is what I have for you. My Etsy's in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the blue stone, this is your reading using Miss Cleo's Tarot Power deck. For you today, we're going to see what wish is coming true for you soon. This has been such a good reading today. I'm excited to see what you guys get. Spirit, this is for group 4. Group 4 with the blue stone. What wishes are coming true for group 4? Ooh, we have the treat card that just came up. Nice. Ooh, okay, we got a lot going on for you guys. First of all, we also have relocation, which is really exciting. So if some of you have been really wanting to move, wanting to get out of your current community, wanting to go live somewhere else, Spirit is bringing in, it feels like a miracle. An opportunity kind of coming out of left field for you to be able to relocate, for you to finally be able to get out of that apartment, finally be able to get out of that neighborhood, get out of that space, and move forward. Now we have the rewind card that came out as well, which is a very good thing for some of you guys, because some of you have made a mistake that has kind of like this permanent consequence. And I keep hearing miracle. Spirit is blessing you with a miracle. I'm talking about something that would be permanent, like and incurable, if you know what I mean. Spirit is rewinding that, where it's like you're healed. You don't have to worry about that. Like something big happening that has had a permanent effect, or seemingly had a permanent effect for you. I see a rewind with that happening, and an opportunity for you to get a second chance. So if you blew an interview, or you blew an audition, you blew an opportunity, I'm telling you, you're going to get another opportunity for another show, or they may call you back like, you know what, let's actually do this again. This could be another interview, or an interview with a company very similar, but an opportunity coming back. And then we have a treat. So I want to clarify that and see what this treat is. But Spirit's also just bringing in a little treat to kind of brighten your spirits. The energy I get is with Spirit kind of being like, group 4, I know you're overwhelmed at this time. I know that you're overwhelmed. I know that you're feeling anxiety. I know that you're feeling confused, feeling like something isn't right, feeling very overwhelmed. We have setback in work life. So one thing, like, man, I have this ability to manage stress like a pro, but when it comes to money issues, I'm telling you, money issues can bring me to my knees. Like, I can be cool, calm, and collected going through a breakup. Not really, but I can manage it. I have the tools to manage it. I can be cool, calm, and collected if my day goes totally south, or if I have an argument with someone, or a disagreement, or when something happens bad. But when my money is moving funny, oh, I'm a mess. So that could be what it is. You could have had a financial setback, or your work life could really be stressing you out. But I see that situation turning around. And then we have the secrets card. So Spirit is keeping under wraps some of the things that are planned for you, group 4. But honestly, the biggest thing that I feel for you so far, group 4, I feel like Spirit is fixing what's already like broken, so that we can actually move forward. Because you may be in a space where it's like, listen, okay, Spirit, just tell me like what, you know, side hustle, or what work, or, you know, where's the opportunity? Just show me the new opportunity, then I'll pay off my debt, and I'll fix this, and I'll do that. And Spirit's like, whoa there, I'm going to help you through this. I'm going to, like, we have to fix the stuff that's already, you know, messed up before we can move forward. And that's what I see. I see a transformation when it comes to what you've been struggling with. I see Spirit really getting you out of the slump that you're in. Ooh, we got the pregnancy card. If you have been trying for a baby, this is your sign. Spirit is saying you will be pregnant. I did hear by the end of the year, so that wouldn't technically be soon. But if you've been struggling and working at it and trying for months or years, then, you know, Spirit is saying that is something that's happening. But yeah, we have the transformation card. So that's the energy that I get overall with you guys in terms of like wish fulfillment. Spirit is relocating you and getting you out of your current situation. It's like, I'm not just gonna, you know, bring you a windfall so you can spend it and still be a month from now in that same city, in that same apartment, in that same situation, up under that same guy or that same girl, you know, that same person. I'm going to fully transform your life. So it's giving a little bit of like Tower, Justice, World card energy, Judgment energy, where Spirit is moving a lot of things outside of your control. Like Spirit isn't necessarily giving you resources, to be honest, because you may be bad with money. You may mismanage money. So it's like Spirit is fixing things for you. Like instead of giving you, so like for an example, say one of your wishes is I want to have 12 months of my rent, you know, in my account at all times. Spirit is giving you an opportunity where you don't have to pay rent in the future. Whether that's you're getting some sort of rental voucher, whether that's someone else is paying your rent, whether that's you, like whatever. It's like Spirit is paying it directly for you. I don't know, group 4, you guys may have made some bad financial decisions in the past, or you may have this thing where it's like as soon as you walk into the abundance or the you know, blessing that Spirit has been asking you for, you may be, you know, bad at kind of allocating the funds or in the right direction or something like that. So Spirit is kind of doing it for you. That's the energy that I get super strong. Oh, we have the proposal card, you guys. Some of you guys are starting a family. Some of you guys are getting engaged, which is really exciting, and starting a family. This could be fur babies. This could be, you know, pregnant with ideas. It doesn't have to be literal. Not everyone wants to have kids or anything like that. So, you know, it'll vary a little bit, but I see a proposal and pregnancy happening for you guys. So it looks like love matters are leveling up. And a lot of this Spirit is keeping under wraps. So I feel like Spirit is saying like, yes, I'm fixing, you know, certain things in your life. Like I'm fixing your money situation. And yes, you can know about the proposal. You can know about the pregnancy. But a lot of things Spirit is keeping under wraps because you guys may be someone who, if you know too much, it may actually be a negative thing for you. Like for an example, if you know you have some money coming in, you may start spending like you have that money already. Or if you know that love is going to come in, you may start moving like it's already a guarantee. This happened a couple of years ago. Oh my God. Why I did this private reading for this girl, right? We're reading on love, you know, we're talking about like what's going on, and I'm like, oh my God, I see this connection that you have coming through. It's going to be really promising. I described to her the person. I described for her what they're going to do for a date. Literally, it wasn't even a full week. It was like 5 or 6 days later, she met the guy that we were talking about, and it was a perfect description for him. He set up the date for her, just like I was saying in the reading, and then he took her to the place that I was telling her, like, this is what you're going to be doing for the date. He initiated that and did it, so it was like, we know it was the guy. Ciao. Why did she meet up with this man right after going to the gym and didn't even go home to shower? Just because I said it was her soulmate, a super strong connection. I'm like, this is still a human. Like, are you... Some people, I just... It was like... Because I have been waiting for her for so long. And it's like, we're finally here. And you're moving as if this is already a guarantee. Like, yes, this is your person. But this is still a human you're dealing with. They don't know that. So even if you have a super strong connection, and even though they were super attracted to you to the point where they, asked you for a date and initiated it and did all these nice things for you, don't move like a clown, please. So I get a little bit of that energy with you guys. Not saying you're a clown, of course, but just a little bit of an energy of like, you guys may self-sabotage. Like you may start to move like you already have something if you get a confirmation too soon. So Spirit may be keeping you out of your own way by keeping things hush hush. We have the Harmony card as well. So when it comes to your work situation, this is giving me like a good work-life balance. It's giving me like a good energy where it's like, I get to do all the things I love. I get to work, I get to make money, I get to feel productive, I get to be busy. I also have time for my artistic pursuits. I also have time to see my friends. I have enough energy to, practice my self-care and to maintain my connections. So I'm seeing you guys finally come into harmony with your life. That is a big thing for you, Group 4, because I feel like a lot of this is Spirit undoing things. That's a huge wish fulfillment that you may not have even wished for, because your mind may be stuck in this loop where you're focused on, I just need that side hustle, or I just need that windfall, I just need that cold hard cash, that money in my hand. But Spirit, with this Tower card energy, with this Judgment energy, with this Justice energy that I'm feeling, is like, I'm doing it for you. We're still coming full circle, World card energy, but I'm handling things for you, allocating money where it needs to be for you so you don't self-sabotage. So we have self-reflection and peace. This would be a great time for you to do some spiritual cleansing. This would also be a great time for you to do some journaling. Anything that is still bothering you, you need to keep journaling and journaling and journaling about it, and continue to do that shadow work so that you can step into further levels of understanding and peace and forgiveness and letting go for your sake, not for anyone else's sake, for your sake. And then we have the selfie card. So you guys are taking more pictures. You maybe consider yourself to be non-photogenic, but I see you taking more pictures. I see you also taking pictures of landscapes. So you may be doing some traveling, going to new places that you've never been before, and taking pictures, taking selfies and things like that. Things to remember, I just heard. So you have things to remember in the future. There's like new experiences that you're having. You're making memories. Spirit, what wishes are coming true for Group 4? Wow. We have conflict and defeat and victory and success, which is so funny because conflict and defeat is card number 5, whereas victory and success is card number 6. So there's this energy. This is a non-traditional tarot deck, technically. So some of the numbers do repeat. But it's just funny how it's like, okay, knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Like, you're moving forward through the conflict, through the defeat, and stepping into victory. And that's 100% what I feel, especially with Spirit continuing to reiterate, like, I'm undoing the things of the past, and that's the wish fulfillment, even though they haven't wished for it. You may not have like the perspective or the wisdom about certain things that you've been through quite yet to wish like for the things that you really need. So Spirit is handling that for you. We have the Wisdom card that just came up as well. So there are deeper insights that are coming in for you. I just love this energy, you guys. We got prosperity begins and foundation and achievements. So I see you building a new foundation. I see expansion in the family. I just love all the symbolism. We had pregnancy and proposal before. And it's even like with this proposal card, the guy is looking towards the camera and he's got the ring behind her back. So she doesn't even know. She probably thinks like, oh, this is just a regular photo shoot. We're just doing a couple photo shoot because we love each other so much. And she doesn't even know, like, she's literally about to get proposed to. It's like everyone knows but you. And I feel like it's for your better good. That Spirit is hiding some things right now. But we have foundation and achievements, and prosperity begins. So Spirit is letting you know, like, Prosperity is blooming in your life. You're building a new foundation with someone. There's new big life, like life goal achievements that are coming in, like pregnancy, proposal. Those are big life transformative types of accomplishments, like those big ones, like the foundational stuff. We have the sacral chakra and the wisdom card that came out for you as well. So with the sacral chakra, you guys may be getting some, okay, after a dry spell. If you have been celibate, if you have been on a celibacy journey, okay, not giving up that good. I do see, you know, the sacral is also more creative energy. Me personally, I've never felt my creative power in my sacral. My creative power is in a different chakra for me personally. So whatever you resonate with as your creative center, you may be having levels up in that chakra, but whatever you resonate with, you know, in terms of the sacral, like whatever that means for you, the sacral chakra, whatever that represents, whether that represents intimacy for you, creative power, the womb, whatever it is for you, there's a level up happening in your sacral. And then we have memories of love and patience and planning. So I feel like you guys are finally feeling like this is how it used to be. This is how I used to be. I used to have a zest for life. I used to be super excited. I used to feel so free. I used to be so fun. But if you feel like the workforce or life experiences has kind of like stomped that out of you, I do see you having those memories of love come back up. I see you falling in love with life again and feeling like, yeah, this is how it used to be. This is what I missed. This is the version of myself that I have wanted to feel and embody for so long. You're having those memories of love come back. And with patience and planning, Spirit is telling you take things one step at a time. And I feel like that's why Spirit's not putting like cold hard cash in your hands. I feel like that's why Spirit is bringing you like provisions instead, where it's like, okay, I'm going to bring in this opportunity for your car note to be paid for versus giving you $300 to pay your car note every month, like that kind of thing. Spirit's, you know, protecting you, keeping you out of your own way. But you're definitely having blessings coming through, group 4. Wow, we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. I love that. King of Cups in reverse. Ooh. So perhaps you're getting free specifically from a narcissist or from a toxic connection, a toxic masculine. If you live with your parents and your dad specifically is very toxic, or your brother, whatever male energy is in the house, it could even be your dog. Listen, whoever is being mean to you, whatever masculine in the house is causing you problems. It could even be like your younger sibling, you know, your younger brother. But there is a masculine that is releasing their hold from you. This could be your boss, if your boss is a male and they're very toxic, very misogynistic, very controlling. They're not having access to you. They're not having control over you anymore. And then we have the Magician in reverse. So Spirit's kind of doubling down on that whole, this isn't all on you. Like Spirit is bringing you provisions versus like things in your hand that you can use, to be honest. Like Spirit is bringing in provisions because you may just be really bad with money. You may have made, you know, bad decisions in the past, and Spirit is trying to get you out of that loop. We have the 10 of Swords in reverse, the Page of Cups, and the 8 of Coins. So I'm seeing you guys being tapped back into the game. There's a little bit of an energy here of some of you guys have written yourselves off. Like you decided that you weren't going to be in the game, and yet you're getting, you know, subbed in and you're making the winning shot, you know, like that kind of energy. Sorry if anything has moved out of order. The camera battery died, so I had to replace the battery. But like I said, you know, some of you had already decided that you were, you know, counted out, and Spirit is subbing you back in the game and you're having the winning shot. And the winning shot is symbolism to your own life. because you counted yourself out. Some of you thought you'd never be able to have a baby. Some of you thought you'd never be able to get married. Some of you thought you'd never get out of that loop, or you would never get out of that grasp of that toxic masculine, whether it's your family, a community, a sibling, a manager. You thought you would never be able to leave that job, 10 of Swords, or that situation. But we have the 10 of Swords in reverse. We have the Page of Cups, a new, really good, like loving beginning, a new beginning that you adore, like things that make sense for you, things that you're attracted to, things that you like are unfolding. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. So Spirit is like, you thought it was over. It wasn't. But we have the moon at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is like, I am keeping it low key. I'm not telling you everything, and I'm not putting you responsible for everything, because I know you. I know who you are. I know, your talents and your skills, and there's some development in other areas of your life that we still need to work on. So I'm going to handle, the big stuff, and I just need you to sit pretty and receive. And that's what I got for you guys. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading, and that is where you can find me. But those are the blessings and the wishes that are coming true for you soon, Group 4. I'll talk to you soon.